What's up, buddy? So let's talk. Let's talk where we are going in life. It's just like conversation that I feel we should have because nowadays, literally we are running behind things that we sometimes never even want. Maybe we are running behind things that is said by someone else. Maybe we are just running about things that never really fulfills us. It's kind of crazy, guys, being seen that way because today I was on a call with this dude whose name Claudio. I don't know like how to pronounce his name even. Guys, it's just kind of crazy for me. And he's 38-year old. He has got this, beautiful 3-year old daughter or son. I don't know. He just said, he has got 3-year old child. And it's been 20 years. He has been working as a chef and a manager on a restaurant for a long, long hours. And he's not really able to, get that amount of time for his loved ones. He's not able to, able to get that amount of income that he can fulfill like the basic needs that they need. Like he's making about $1,000 a month. I don't know which country even because I don't know what he says really over there. But the thing we should talk about is like not really how you guys see this, but really the thing that what we are really juggling. I was literally saying so many times in between our conversation that I see, man, you are juggling between responsibilities, your goals, your dreams, and passion, and all those things. Like during whole this time of the conversation with him, he was literally talking about all those responsibilities and the baggage that he has in his shoulder. And the moment I asked him, like, hey, what is really something you wanna do, bro? Like, what is really something that makes you feel happy? He said, I wanna open a restaurant and just cook for fun, cook for passion. And the smile on his face, bro, like literally that, you can say glitters in his eyes the moment he was talking about it. And I was like just shocked how crazy it is, nowadays for us that due to responsibilities and due to things, we literally suppress, the things that we are doing or something that really makes us fulfill, life. I remember this another dude who was from Arab, Arabia or something, I don't know. And he was also talking about the same. He works as an engineer. He goes about 1 hour drive from his hometown to the workplace, and he does all those kind of things that he shouldn't be even doing as an engineer. He is a plumber as well. He does, like all the labor work as well. He does all the other engineering work as well, and also the paperwork that he get assigned to on a very fraction price. And he has to do it just because his family has a big amount of debt that he need to pay, and it's been like 4 5 years he has been just paying, 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 and he doesn't know how he gonna be able to go about it. And the same thing, I remember like when I talk with him like, hey, what is that one thing you wish to achieve for yourself? Because I remember like, when I asked him like, hey bro, what are the things you want to achieve? He said like, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that, I want to achieve that, I want to achieve that. So he said like, he want to achieve $10,000 a month so that he can have, like time and location freedom where he can be able to pay debt, also like be able to build a better house for his family and everything, and live a peaceful life. And it was just literally he's just saying all those things. And I asked him like, bro, what is something that you want to do for yourself? He was like, speechless. He didn't really have words. He didn't really even know what he wants for himself. Then I tell him my story. I was like, hey bro, listen, it's totally fine. We get stuck into responsibilities, we get into all those things, and I love that you are taking responsibility because I took, and I'm so grateful that I took, at the very early age, and I was able to provide for my family, for myself, and for loved ones. But it's so crucial that we pay attention to things that we want as a kid as well, right? The things that we really wanted once as a kid, and now we have the opportunities and everything, but we never really able to go about it, and never really able to like even just pull a trigger to buy those things, even though we can. And that's wrong, dude, because we are literally putting those things aside, and it never really changes. And if it nearly and if it never really changes, it just goes worse and worse and worse because you are literally piling up opportunities or goals and this and that, upon each other, and at the end of the day, nothing really changes. What's the point of all those things? You know, because at the end of the day, there will be always this unfulfilled desire somewhere in your heart that will always scream that, hey, give me chance, buy it. You will be always like juggling between responsibilities, goals, and things you want to achieve compared to the things that you can literally have it at a moment and satisfy that desire that you had when as a kid that you started all this thing for. So I asked him like, bro, what is the thing you're gonna be able to have, like if you'll be able to, let's say, $10,000 a month and pay off all this debt. He said, I used to love, riding bikes. I'll buy a bike and I'll, run about evenings on this beach side that he has. I don't know. And then still, again, there was this big smile on his face and this, like brightness in his eyes the moment he was talking about, on the sunset drives and everything. And I just loved it, And the reason I'm, like trying to make this point is not really something that I wanna distract you from your responsibilities and everything, but the point I'm trying to make is that it will add up confidence in your life. Trust me, guys. Being really, really honest. If someone asks me like, what did I achieve? I don't say I built, building a house. I don't really say that I have made millions of dollars. I don't really say that, I provided better life to my mom and everything. What I say is that I know I have got everything I wanted as a kid. And that literally brings so much fun and smile on my face at the same time the charismatic confidence that, hey man, bro, this is literally the dude. He has literally gone about it. He smiles, he really lives an amazing life. He talks so fucking freely, and I wanna be like him. And guys, trust me, that is so damn beautiful. So at the end of the day, I don't know what this video was really about, but all I know is that we need to talk about this thing more often. We need to really talk about these things to each other. I was like really having more focus on going with this YouTube and everything in a more different direction, but I don't know, like, I just thought I should make this kind of video. I'll see you guys' response on it. You guys, I don't even have even those that amount of subscribers, only 73, but still, I'll be open to listen to you guys, if you guys want to see this thing more and more because it is crucial. It is something that we all must pay attention to at the end of the day. Because if you want, nothing would be changed. And if nothing would be changed, why you wanna be in your deathbed, remembering all these things that you had chance and opportunities and things, but you never pulled the trigger? Why wouldn't you just be on a deathbed with so much fun and gratitude for the life that you have gone after every single thing, literally every single thing you ever wanted as a kid? Now is all what we have, dude. There is nothing wrong, fulfilling your childhood dreams or this and that because at the end of the day, that magic is in your childhood. Trust me, that's literally the thing. Like the hardest battle that I fought in my life was just because of that childish behavior that I have had and that I was able to fulfill, with the things that I bought in my life or things I did that I wanted as a kid. I didn't really have a lot of big things I wanted as a kid, but I had certain things, such as, taking my mom on beautiful restaurants. I took her onto some of the most beautiful restaurants that even cost $1,000 a night, just to stay over there. I took her on those kind of moments. And, like the best moment of my life was actually this. I remember I took her and it was like a candlelight dinner, me, my mom, my grandma, and my younger sibling. And it was a round table, like people were like so different with each other over there. And like the waiter was actually taking us over there, and it was like I guess somewhere in near or river or like in between I don't know exactly because there was so much water over there. So they took us, we like gave him the order for the meal and everything. And then my mom was, like literally looking at everywhere, and I said like, hey darling, give me your hand. I took her hand in my hand literally, and I asked him like, darling, how you feeling? I made it. And when she started crying, I said like, mom, why are you crying? And she said, you asking me how I'm feeling? I said, yeah, I'm feeling peace because after your father, I have been always worrying who gonna be take care of my kids, who gonna be take care of you guys after me. But today, seeing you doing all those things, I don't really think I have to worry about all this thing anymore. I know you're gonna be take care of your younger sibling. I know you're gonna be take care of your grandma, and I know like you're gonna be able to take care of your family. And I cried the second time in my life after that time, because first time when I cried in front of her was like the time when I lost my father. I saw his dead body in front of me. That was like the first time I cried in front of her, and the second time I cried in front of her was with the pride that the 8 years that I put in work, 12 hours a day as a barber, then as an entrepreneur, as a coach, as a mentor, all those things, all those hard times and everything was just so worthy because of this one moment that she said she's at peace. And I literally see that as the biggest achievement, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I wouldn't take her to that one experience that I want as a child, right? So I took her over like this kind of so many experience, but this was like the highlight point of my life, she telling that she's at peace, she doesn't have to worry about anything at all. And I believe that's all what parents want, right? For their kids, that they are successful, they are somewhere better at life, they're established, and they just really want to go about. I see like so many parents nowadays, guys, it's just kind of crazy. I shouldn't really talk about like this, but it's so crazy. Their kids are like about 27, 20, 30 years old even sometime, and they're still nowhere near get good position in their life. They are still, like drunk, they are still, gambling, they are still most of the time spending their time onto things that doesn't even really matter. It's just kind of crazy because their parent all the time have to stress about them on the age of the time where they should, chant the name of God, right? This is kind of crazy. But yeah, like coming back to the point, I really, that was one of the thing I wanted as a kid. I did all those things, Then I took her on to some of the beautiful experiences as well. Then I bought so many good things that I wanted as a kid, like a gaming PC. Then, like most of the things I wanted as a kid was like literally around my mom compared to what I wanted for myself. That was like kind of crazy story, even though that's just a situation. But that was it, guys. Oh man, I'll continue talking for hours and hours. Let's just not stretch it. And let me know on the comment if we should talk more often like this, because I believe that's all we need as brothers, you know, someone to talk about those things and someone really there to point out all small these things that truly matter in life, right? So yeah, let me know. I'll see you on another one. Peace.